Title: New Airport Rules in 2026 that will change how seniors travel forever. 0 o'clock. 0:45. The hook. She had her passport. She had her ticket. She even arrived 3 hours early, like she was supposed to. But when 72-year-old Mary stepped up to the gate for her flight to Rome, the scanner didn't just beep. It shrieked. Red light. The agent didn't even look at her boarding pass. She just pointed to a new camera mounted on the counter and said, "Ma'am, the system doesn't recognize you. You need to step aside." Mary tried to hand over her paper ticket, the one she had carefully printed out at home. And the agent just shook her head. "We don't use those anymore. If the biometric wall doesn't clear you, you don't fly." Mary didn't make that flight, and the reason why had nothing to do with security lists or visa issues. It was a simple, invisible change in how airports are processing seniors that just went fully mandatory in 2026. This isn't a one-off story. I'm seeing this happen 3-4 times a week now. My name is Benny. I've been a flight attendant for 15 years. I've poured coffee at 35,000 feet. I've broken up fights in basic economy, and I've held the hands of nervous flyers during turbulence. But in all my years of flying, I have never seen a shift as aggressive, or as dangerous for older travelers, as what is rolling out right now. If you are over the age of 60, and you plan to get on a plane in 2026, the rules of engagement have completely changed. The golden age of travel isn't just dead, it's been replaced by an algorithm. Today, I'm not just going to give you a list of rules, I'm going to hand you the survival guide that the airlines are actively hoping you won't read. 0:45. 7:15. Secret 1, the biometric wall. And why your paper ticket is useless. Let's start with the hard truth that nobody at the check-in counter will tell you. The paper boarding pass? It's a souvenir, it's nostalgia. In 2026, it is effectively trash. For decades, the ritual was the same. You go to the kiosk, you print your pass, you hold it in your hand. It was your contract, it was your proof. But airlines realized something a few years ago. Paper costs money. Printers break, and most importantly, paper doesn't let them track you. Enter the biometric wall. You might have seen the early versions of this, those little cameras at the global entry kiosks, or the TSA checkpoints. But now, it's everywhere. It's at the bag drop, it's at the lounge, and critically, it is at the boarding gate. Here is the secret they aren't telling you: the systems are calibrated on active data points. They work great for a 30-year-old tech bro who updates his profile photo every 6 months. They work terribly for seniors whose passport photos might be 8 or 9 years old. If your face has changed, if you've lost weight, gained weight, had dental work, or simply aged naturally, the algorithm gets confused. And when the algorithm gets confused in 2026, it defaults to deny. I watched a gentleman in Atlanta last week. Military vet, sharp as a tack, get flagged because he was wearing new prescription glasses that reflected the scanner light differently than his old passport photo. The system locked him out, and here is the US versus them. Part that really makes my blood boil. When the system locks you out, there is no longer a human standing there to fix it. Have you noticed? The podiums are empty. The agents are now roaming customer service experts, which is corporate speak for one person managing 4 gates at once with an iPad. So, you're standing there. The red light is flashing, the boarding door is closing, and you are waving a piece of paper that nobody cares about. The fix? You need to beat them at their own game. First, you must download the airline's app before you leave your house. I know, you hate the apps. They're small, they're confusing, and they want your data. But in 2026, the app is the only thing that updates your active digital identity. When you check in on the app, it will ask to scan your face. Do it, do not skip this step. By scanning your face at home in good lighting, you are effectively teaching the airport camera what you look like today, not what you looked like when you renewed your passport in 2018. Second, if you wear glasses, take them off for the scanner. If you wear a hat, take it off. If you are smiling, stop. The cameras in 2026 are looking for the distance between your pupils and the shape of your chin. Give them a blank canvas. 7-15-13-30 Secret 2, the Smart Luggage Purge. Let's talk about your bags. For years I told passengers, carry on everything, don't trust us with your checked bags. Well, I have to update that advice, because the airlines have declared war on carry-ons, and seniors are the primary casualties. You've probably heard about the crackdown on bag sizes. That's old news. The new rule in 2026 is about technology inside the bag. We are seeing a massive rise in smart luggage, suitcases with built-in chargers, GPS trackers, and electronic locks. They seem like a great idea, especially for seniors who want to track their stuff. But here is the insider secret. The FAA and international aviation bodies have quietly updated the fire safety protocols regarding lithium batteries. If your bag has a non-removable battery, it is not just banned. If you try to bring it on board, you can be denied travel and put on a watch list. I saw a woman in Chicago. She had this beautiful, expensive carry-on. Her grandkids bought her. It had a USB port on the side. The gate agent asked, "Can you pop the battery out?" The woman struggled with the zipper. Her arthritis was flaring up, and she couldn't get the battery mechanism to release. The agent didn't help her. The agent tagged the bag as hazardous material and refused to let it fly. She had to leave a $400 suitcase in a trash can at the gate just to get on the plane. And it gets worse. Even if your battery does come out, airlines are now using eye-sizing bins. You know those metal cages you used to shove your bag into to see if it fits? Those are gone. Now, it's a laser scanner. You put your bag down, and a laser measures it to the millimeter. If your wheels stick out, fee. If the handle is too puffy, fee. This hits seniors hardest, because many older travelers prefer the soft-shell spinners, the ones you can stuff a little extra into. Those bags always fail the laser test. The fix: stop buying smart luggage. It is a trap. Buy the dumbest, simplest suitcase you can find. If you need a charger, carry a portable power bank in your pocket. If you need a tracker, buy an AirTag or a tile and throw it inside. Do not buy a bag with wires integrated into the lining. And regarding the size, buy a hardshell case. Why? Because hard shells don't expand, they keep you honest. If it zips, it fits. If you use a soft bag and overstuff it, the laser will catch you, and that $100 GATACEC fee is going to ruin your vacation budget. 1330-1945 Secret 3, the gate lice alarm, and the end of early boarding. This is a term we use in the industry. It's mean. It's derogatory, and I hate it, but you need to know it. Gate lice. It refers to the passengers who crowd around the boarding lane before their group is called. For years, seniors did this innocently. You're anxious. You want to make sure you have space for your bag. You want to be close to the front. I get it, but in 2026, the airlines have weaponized this. American Airlines started testing this back in 2024, and now it's industry standard. The scanners at the gate are programmed to reject your pass if you try to board before your group is called. But they don't just reject you silently, they make a sound, a loud buzzing, error sound. It is designed to shame you. The psychological trick here is public compliance. They want the rest of the passengers to look at you and think, "Oh, that person is trying to cut the line." I saw a lovely couple, probably in their 80s, try to board with Group 3, because they just didn't hear the announcement correctly. The scanner buzzed. The screen flashed, "Invalid group," in giant red letters. The gate agent announced over the microphone, "Folks, please do not crowd the gate. If the scanner buzzes, you are blocking the flow. Step back." The couple looked humiliated. They shuffled to the back of the line. Here is the deeper secret. They are doing this to force you to buy priority boarding. They are creating anxiety so that you will pay an extra $50 just to avoid the possibility of public embarrassment. The fix: do not play their game. If you have mobility issues, even if they are minor, You need to use the magic words, pre-boarding. Federal law in the US and similar laws in the EU FAQREC protects your right to pre-board if you need extra time. You do not need a wheelchair, you do not need a doctor's note. You simply need to walk up to the agent before boarding starts and say, "I need a little extra time to get down the jet bridge." That is the code, extra time. By law, they cannot ask you, why? Or what is your medical condition? They have to let you on before Group 1, before the first-class passengers, before the gate lice alarms start ringing. Use this right. It is the only way to bypass the chaos of the new boarding algorithms. 1945-26-15 Secret 4. The hidden health audit. This brings me to the darkest change I've seen in 2026. We used to have discretion. If a passenger looked a little pale or a little tired, we'd bring them a glass of water and keep an eye on them. Now, we are trained to offload liability. Airlines are terrified of in-flight medical emergencies. An emergency diversion costs the airline anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000 in fuel and landing fees. They have decided it is cheaper to kick you off on the ground than to treat you in the air. Gate agents are now receiving training on visual health assessment. They are watching you while you wait. If you look confused, if you look unsteady on your feet, if you are sleeping deeply and hard to wake up. I had a flight to Phoenix last month. There was an older gentleman, sat in the gate area, head down, eyes closed. He was just tired. He'd had a long connection. The gate agent went over, tapped him on the shoulder, and started asking him rapid-fire questions. "Sir, do you know where you are? Sir, have you been drinking? Sir, can you stand on one leg?" Okay, I made that last one up, but it felt that intrusive. The man was flustered. He stumbled a bit when he stood up. That was all the agent needed. She denied him boarding. She said he appeared medically unfit to fly. He wasn't sick, he was exhausted. But once that medically unfit tag is in the computer, you are done. You need a doctor at the airport to clear you, and good luck finding one of those at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. The fix, you have to perform. When you are at the gate, you are on stage. I know you are tired, I know your back hurts, but when you walk past that podium, you need to look alert. Do not sleep in the gate area alone. If you travel with a partner, take turns napping. If you travel alone, set an alarm on your phone for 45 minutes before departure, so you have time to wake up, wash your face, and look alive. And if an agent asks you, "How are you feeling?" the answer is never, "I am tired," or "I am a bit dizzy." The answer is always, "I'm great, just looking forward to getting home." Do not give them an inch, or they will take your seat. 26-15 1 o'clock Secret 5. The Real ID trap, the May deadline, was just the start. We all heard about the Real ID deadline. May 7, 2025. It came, it went. But here is what is happening in 2026 that nobody predicted. States have started purging older databases to stay compliant with federal standards. I have seen seniors show up with a driver's license that looks valid. It has the star in the corner. It has an expiration date of 2028. But when the TSA scans it, it comes up void. Why? Because maybe you moved 3 years ago and didn't perfectly update your vehicle registration. Or there is a discrepancy between your social security name and your license name, like a middle initial missing. In the past, the TSA officer would look at the card, look at you and say, "Okay, go ahead." But remember Secret 1? The human element is gone. The scanner reads the barcode. If the database says, mismatch, the barrier doesn't open. There is a terrifying specific issue happening with the senior freeze on credit reports. A lot of you froze your credit to prevent identity theft, which is smart. But some states use those same third-party verification systems to validate IDs in real time. If your file is completely frozen, sometimes the TSA system can't ping your identity verification. The fix? 2 things. 1. If you have a passport, use it. Even for domestic flights, the passport database is federal and much more stable than the state DMV databases. It is the gold standard. 2. If you rely on your driver's license, go to the DMV website 1 week before you fly and check your status online. Make sure there are no flags. And get the passport card. It costs $30 when you renew your passport. It fits in your wallet like a license. It is federal ID. It works for domestic flights. It is the best backup insurance you can buy. 3 1 o'clock, 3 4 o'clock, the takeaway. Listen, I know this sounds heavy. I know it sounds like the airlines are trying to push you out, and frankly, they kind of are. They want passengers who scan fast, walk fast, and don't ask questions. They want automated cargo that pays for a seat. But you have something the algorithm doesn't have. You have experience. You have resilience. You have lived through paper tickets, smoking sections, and no security lines. You can survive the AI era too. You just have to stop expecting the airline to take care of you. They won't. You have to take control of your own data, your own bags, and your own rights. If you follow these tips, scan your face at home, ditch the smart bag, pre-board with confidence, and never ever look weak at the gate. You will breeze past those confused 20-year-olds who are still trying to figure out why their battery is confiscating their luggage. Flying is still beautiful. The view from 35,000 feet is still magic. Don't let the robots on the ground keep you from seeing it. CTA, if you want to know the exact script I used to get upgraded to premium economy without paying a dime. Even in 2026. I'm going to share that in my next video. But you have to be here to see it. So do yourself a favor, click that subscribe button, hit the bell, and let's keep you flying like a pro. I'm Benny. Wheels up, stay safe, and I'll see you in the sky. 3 4 o'clock end.